Hey guys, Moose here. Welcome back to another episode of Life is Feudal Forest Village. It is a relatively good day today. Or it has been a relatively good day. Some negatives, but most of those are just inaction. Things I need to do that I haven't gotten around to yet. It's great so far though. I mean, today's now Wednesday when this is going up. I had a great stream yesterday on Tuesday. Pyre was fantastic. I'm going to look forward to streaming that some more. It's basically like Space Jam Medieval Edition set in Australia as a visual novel. It's pretty great. I don't have any complaints. What are you doing, dude? Like, actually, what are you doing? Should you not be... This guy's weird little waddle, he's going so slow. He's definitely gonna die, right? Yeah, he died. What was he doing? Weird. I don't know what's going on with that. That's just dumb AI. So I don't really totally blame the game for it. I think it's because they're like revisiting who lives where, and it got stupid for some reason. That's okay. I think if we build a bridge here, that'll help. So let's go ahead and do that. Get that going. I can't really... There it is, okay. I was gonna say I can't see it very well, so... I think this will ultimately be beneficial. Sorry about being quiet, I'm trying to focus on getting this done. Yeah, we got Pyre going, good stream. We had... I'll leave it there. That's enough work for now. We launched 2 new series this week. You got Kingdoms and Castles and Anti-Hero. Both of them are pretty cool. I don't think either one is going to be a particularly long series. I don't think they have enough content, but it's still fun. I'm enjoying them. I just don't know if they have what it takes to hit the 100 episode mark or anything like that. Probably more like 30 to 50. You guys should have like plenty of food, right? Yeah, you got food, so why are you so hungry? I don't understand. People are dying from hypothermia due to their location, but I think we can maybe work on that. I think we may have found that putting a second town in breaks logic. Because they're like trying to live here but work all the way down here. Potentially. Which obviously causes some problems, and they're not... I just don't know if they're assigning their homes intelligently, that's all. Maybe they are, but maybe they aren't, I don't know. It depends how it does it. It really depends how it does it. What I'm thinking is, it's possible that it says, who is villager number 1? Takes villager number 1, says, okay, villager number 1 works in this pasture, so they should live right here. Okay, fine. And it does that. Number 2 should also, you know, goes on, and then it just happens that villager number 180 works as a fisherman here. And as a result, what is going on with this? That looks like a whale. That's... Is that new? The rocks in the water? I don't remember ever seeing that. Weird. Anyway, just so happens that maybe villager 180 works here, and, you know, unfortunately, because he is later in the list, he now has to take what's left for housing, which just happens to be all the way up here. There's nothing you can do about it, potentially. I have no idea if that's true, but I see no reason why it wouldn't be. Because the alternative... Did we fuck up the spacing? I think we may have fucked up the spacing. It's hard to tell. Whatever. Let's pretend we didn't notice. But it depends, because the way you'd have to do it otherwise is you would say... Man, I don't even know how you do it if you had more than 2 houses. Because you'd say... For all combinations of work... For all combinations of 1 house and 1 job, which one is the longest distance? And you'd say, oh, well, it'd be this house and that fishing thing. And then you'd say, okay, take the 3 people who work there. Those guys have their housing assigned first. And they get the closest they can. And then you go, what's the next furthest? Okay, and then you just systematically go through it. And I think if you do it that way, then you avoid what I described, which I'm fairly certain is what's happening. Because I don't see the developer having put that much thought into this, but I could be totally wrong. It just seems like the kind of thing that would be incredibly easy to overlook. That's really what I'm getting at here. So, okay, let's do something a little bit complicated here. First, we're going to assign the farmers. Now, here's the thing. What do we actually need? I think I agree with this setup. This is good. We don't need wheat. We don't need oats. I almost said oaks. We don't need oats, so yeah, this is fine. I agree with that. 2 flax is perfectly reasonable. Then we do our apiary and orchard. And our gatherers. So what are we left with? What do we actually have here? Well, not a lot. We should have more, but the reality is we don't really have the new people grown up yet, so there's not much we can do. So basically we're waiting for that. Now what I wanted to do was send those people to work in these farms, because then it would maybe kind of like reassign a little bit and say, oh well, let's be less stupid and have these people all work here. But you can see hunter, builder, hunter, herdsman, this guard, these are all people that are going to have trouble. Like the gatherers, they have to go down like this, down like this, down like that, all the way over here. That's one of the furthest jobs they could have. Ideally, up here, this should be nothing but children. Nothing but children and laborers or builders. Anything that doesn't have like a... Builders kind of have like, hey, this is where you need to work, but laborers don't. They're just kind of wherever. They do tasks as they come up. So this is a problem. Because I don't know how you sustain 2 towns like this. Because if they're gonna assign gatherers to work here, and not just some gatherers, like half of them, I don't know what we do. That's a problem. Hunters are a problem too. I mean, they could be closer, but I don't think they're closer. I think those are the far away ones, probably. This one's not so bad. That's acceptable. It's bad, but it's not as bad. If that makes any sense. Ah, man, we need more donkeys. Wait, why are you... Oh, right, you should be working here. I forgot. Because the other problem is, this is something we talked about previously. Efficiency is king. So if you say, you know, hey, these guys, we want them to... or, sorry, let me rephrase that. We want this farm to be efficient and grow and harvest quickly. If there's a guy who lives all the way up here, up here, and he works on that farm, follow the logic. He has to come all the way down here, all the way over the bridge, come down, get to the farm. At this point, he's probably hungry again, or cold, or any number, you know, you get the idea, right? He has all kinds of other stuff to do. He'll sit here for 2 minutes, in-game time, which is like 2 seconds. He'll hit 1 plant, and then he'll go home to eat, because he doesn't, you know, and then what about when it comes time to harvest? He's going to harvest 1 thing, drop it, and then run home. So it's not going to work. So now that we're, what, like 20 episodes into building the secondary town, I think we may need to change our plan here, because this doesn't seem to work, in my opinion. This seems like something that's not going to work for us. Which is scary, so what do I do now? Based on what we're seeing from the housing, this will not function. I mean, it's not like we'll die out. I'm not going to wipe or anything, but it's not an efficient town. Like, it seems like the way the game is set up, you have to have everything kind of centralized to a degree. You can't, like, the more you spread out, the more problems you're going to have. So I'm not going to give up just yet, I think. I'm going to try to experiment a little more. So I'm going to see what happens if I say 5 people should work here, and I assign them to it. What happens? Let's even make it interesting and let them actually grow something. Who works here? Just waiting for someone to show up, basically. Okay, there's someone, so... Okay. He's getting food. Taking it to his house. Okay, so that guy got... Either he already lived there or he got reassigned. So let's try and see if this is just statistics and we got lucky. Who are you? Keith. You're getting food. You are carrying... Okay, maybe, you know what? We have a shot here. Okay. Alright. This is promising. We might be able to do this. So this is no longer something we want to do. Get rid of that. That's fine. Okay, so what did we just find out here? So if you didn't notice, you didn't figure it out for yourself, what happened was we had 2 farmers who came in. They clearly took quite a while to get here, but they lived here. They lived in this house, which is the closest they can be to this farm. So to me, that means they dynamically reassigned their housing to be where they needed to be, because I don't think those 2 guys lived here previously. So that means there's hope, but it does mean that we need to very carefully manage how many people are working in each area. So the problem is right now, because we have so many people tied up doing something other than, you know, normal stuff, it's really difficult to do that, because there's no work to be done up here. I can't do anything. And I think if I put laborers up here, they're not going to come do anything. It doesn't work with laborers, probably. Even though I am going to do this, because we need to terraform that area. But there's hope. There is some hope. Not much, but some. And this will mitigate some of the issues we have. Yeah, okay, this one can die. That's fine. I'll leave it alone. I should have put a well. Oh, I did put it well. How did it burn down then? Whatever. I don't know what the hell happened there. That was very strange. Okay, so we're gonna have problems until the northern area is actually up and running. Just putting houses up there is gonna cause more problems. Not necessarily insurmountable problems, but problems nonetheless. So we're gonna have to figure that out. So what do I do? What's the deal here? Okay, we got 44... Oh, no we don't. Oh, fuck. I forgot to upgrade this. That's not good. Alright, we can manage that, though. We'll build another set of... Yeah, let's actually do that. Let's get that done. Try and cut all this down. I wonder if this is going to make all the laborers work up here. It looks like it might. So maybe it does dynamically assign laborers? I don't know. It seemed like they got this done pretty fast, so... Yeah, we're learning about the game. We're learning about the mechanics and how they impact village building. Because believe me, it does matter. It does matter a lot. As much as I wish it didn't. Okay. Yeah, they're taking a little bit longer with these. They're getting there, though. They're certainly making progress. Alright, so let's pause. We want to build another hostel. It's acceptably far stacked. The other thing is we're not going to build this right away. We're going to... Yeah, that's fine. We're going to let it build, upgrade it immediately, if we remember, and then upgrade this one immediately, once this one's done. That way we don't have to have anyone die on us. And then we're going to say... flatten it height. Get all this going. There's a little bit of a hill there that we wanted to get rid of. This should be acceptable. I think I've covered everything I want changed. Yeah, they'll get it done. In due time. Yeah, there goes the flax that we're never going to do anything with, but that was a good lesson that we learned. That was a very important thing to learn about. Good lesson. Okay, I messed up the flax, but we don't care. We don't need to get 2 harvests out of the flax, it's fine. I can just pull them off now, once they're done, which they should be soon. Alright. So we were mistaken. We were a little bit mistaken about the way that housing was assigned. Now, the curious thing to me would be... It's one thing if we assign a task once everything's rolling, everyone's got work to do, and then we add new work the way that it assigns housing, that's fine. But what if I just threw everything in at the same time, there was no priority one over the other, it was just a split, and the game had to decide, okay, well, how do you want to do this? How would the game handle that? Because if it... What we did doesn't necessarily show how it prioritizes housing. It doesn't show that who gets the priority or how it picks. It just shows that when we change something, it gives priority to whatever was changed. Now, I don't know if that's because there was like a value assigned that said, hey, this is how far the distance is for this guy, so he's totally up for moving if someone else gets a closer job. Or what? I don't know, like that's something that you could do. There's a lot of things you could do. And I don't know what they... I'm actually really curious to know what they did. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to find out, because that involves really getting into the guts of the code, but it's fascinating. I think that kind of thing is cool. Pathfinding in AI is a really cool subject, and there's a lot of fun details that go on in that, so... It's something that I would enjoy learning about given the opportunity. Particularly if I could look into specific cases and say, oh, well this game did it this way, this game did it this way. That kind of thing is really fun to me. So hopefully one day. Alright, flattened it out. So why did I do this? Well, the reason I did this is because I actually realized that we need schools, like big time. So I would like to make... Shit. Okay, that's a problem, but we can deal with that. So why did I do the spacing this way? I don't really have a specific reason, to be honest with you. That should fix it. I'm wondering if I put the... Where'd it go? If I put it there... Yeah, I mean, I can kind of build off in this direction. It doesn't line up right, but it's good enough that I can build over there when I want to. It's fine. We're okay with it. Okay, there's the road, and yeah, that's perfect. Kind of distracting from building the hostel, but that's life. Let's get a whole bunch of builders in there. Getting to be fall and winter coming up very soon here. Probably going to hit 0 degrees momentarily, unfortunately. Harvest those cherries, man. You guys got work to do. You guys can bail, though. All more materials for me if you don't mind. These guys need to harvest. We need more. Gonna put a hold on that. We dropped under 10k. Not that that's a meaningful number, but still, it's below a certain threshold. And I think with that, I think we're pretty happy with where we're at here. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the episode here. Thank you very much for watching as always. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you'll join us for the next one as well. If you're not already aware, I mentioned it during this episode, but I stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/electronicmoose. Schedule is Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays from 6 to 8 p.m. PST. If you're watching this when it goes live, we're playing Pyre around right now, so it just came out this Tuesday, so more of that to come. So feel free to come by. If you enjoyed this, you'll probably enjoy that as well. If not, no problem. Keep watching the videos. Thank you very much, and I will see you next time. Take care.